Must have seen in an Amazon, if you are buying anything, if you people who have bought this, they are also buying this. So that's they can talk about all this kind of recommendation. Netflix is running entirely on recommendation. When have you started using any AI tool? When?
2 years back.
And you asked me when did I start?
Yeah.
When I was in class 7. How?
AI?
Yes.
Okay.
I started using my calculator. Anything where human intelligence fails, that's your artificial intelligence.
Oh.
Right? So it was a tool. And it's an AI tool. Machine learns from its experience. And what is that experience? Experience is nothing but data that we feed. So machine learns from its own experience, and that experience is data, and the output is something that we make use of.
All right. Hi everyone. Welcome on board. $279.31 billion इंडस्ट्री होने वाली है by 2030. इतना बड़ा नंबर है कि तुम्हें समझ भी नहीं आएगा. Analytics is the future for sure because marketing has become martech, finance has become fintech. Today I'm sitting with the ma'am who represents Welingkar Business School. Hi ma'am, welcome on board. Ma'am's name is Madhumita ma'am. Madhumita is the program head of Welingkar Business School for the research and business analytics course. Ma'am, welcome. Really humbled to have you on board.
Thank you.
मैम आज हमारे बच्चों को बताइए, मैं तो बड़ा फैन हूँ एनालिटिक्स का. मुझे लगता है कि ये फील्ड हमारे टाइम में इतना when I was doing my MBA at SPJain Bombay, it was not that great. Yes. It was just coming up. There was one or two subjects. Sure. वो कौन सा टूल होता है मैम? SSPF क्या होता है?
SPSS.
SPSS. That tool was launched, and apart from that, Google Analytics was coming in. Now GA4 आ चुका है. Now everything is analytics. What's your take? पहले हम समझाइए. और क्योंकि कई लोग ना अपना डिसाइड कर रहे हैं अभी करियर का फ्यूचर.
Sure.
Right. पहले हमें समझाइए what is analytics and how it's going to be helpful. Let's go.
Analytics is actually it's very simple. Day to day, whatever data we keep using, so we analyze it, draw insight from the data. Now, how business are actually growing using analytics. Let's take example of Toyota. So Toyota, what they had come up with a scheme that as they are selling their car, they would take old cars from the prospects, and they would sell those cars with a margin of profit, and then they will incorporate that profit in their entire business model. And therefore, it was a question that how are they going to predict what would be the market price for the cars that the prospects are bringing in. That's about they need to pull out all the data, do the analysis, and then predict the market price of the car that you and I would be taking in for reselling.
Okay,
right?
Nice.
So yeah, so that's old car. I give my old car and get the new car. So that's how that this all data driven, all analysis, prediction. Sometimes we optimize our decision. So analytics is all about data driven decision making. How data helps us to take a final call.
Excellent. So a lot of data, and then you can define the pricing of the car, you can define the marketing of the car.
Absolutely.
You can define what kind of customers, what are customers looking at? Right
exactly.
Now?
You can even analyze a customer's experience. You can even, for example, the customers give lots of reviews. So, you can figure out what kind of reviews they have given. Even if it's running text, you can analyze that. You can also figure out, you must have seen in an Amazon, if you are buying anything, if you people who have bought this, they are also buying this. So that's they can talk about all this kind of recommendation. Netflix is running entirely on recommendon.
Yeah.
So it's a recommender system that we talk about.
Let's explain a little bit more, ma'am. So Netflix is tracking me. People said when we growing up, Google came into the play. 2007, 2008, Google was all over the place. And it was my dream coming to work for. I got through Google, then I joined GE for obvious reasons, GE being GE.
But you should have joined Google.
Yeah, you think so?
Yes, of course, yes. Google is doing amazing in each and every field, be it HR vertical, be it marketing, be it everywhere. Google is amazing.
Somehow I'm into legacy, ma'am. मेरे को वो 160-year-old company जो GE है ना, जो क्योंकि Google boys also interned with GE. And top 25 companies जो Fortune 500 उसके पहले 20 लोग GE में काम कर चुके हैं.
अच्छा.
तो मैं बड़ा फैसिनेट हो गया था जब उन्होंने वो प्रेजेंटेशन चलाई. तो आई पिक्ड इट अप. या मे बी मैम के रिकमेंडेशन से. अब तो हम CATKing खुद ही गूगल बना रहे हैं अपनी बैठ के. बट लॉन्ग स्टोरी शॉर्ट मैम, तो उस समय एनालिटिक्स वाज पिकिंग अप राइट नाउ, राइट? इट वाज लाइक एक्सेल शीट बेस्ड एनालिटिक्स, राइट?
ऑलराइट.
तो प्लीज एक्सप्लेन अस द जर्नी. क्या-क्या टूल्स आ चुके हैं एनालिटिक्स के अंदर?
सो एक्सेल इज द टूल आई वुड से टिल डेट. Without your Excel knowledge, Excel expertise, you really cannot shine even in your professional career. Even though actually the tools, lots of tools, I can go on and on telling all the tools. So Excel, R, Python, Power BI. So these are all various tools for various purposes. For example, Power BI and Tableau, these are for visualization tools. R, Python basically to build models and all these things. Whatever it is, all said and done, Excel is fine. The tool. You should start your journey with Excel and you should end your journey with your Excel, because till date industry professionals, they want the output in Excel, whether you use R, Python, whatever it is.
So they want graph to Excel में बनाएगा.
Everything. graph खाली graph नहीं है. Everything. Even the Excel. So what I do is, in my class, I teach my students, even though we use Python to understand the final thing, but the actual algorithm, they actually need to develop it in Excel.
Understood, ma'am. So what are the few case studies? So I understand, आपने बोला कि कार की प्राइसिंग डिसाइड करनी है टोयोटा को, तो मार्केटिंग करेगा. Sorry, तो वो एनालिटिक्स करेगा. और मैम
anything. So many. For example, nowadays in IT sector attrition is very high. So you would like to know that why people are leaving. So you can actually build some analytical model to understand why people are leaving, who is leaving, where are they going, whether they are joining your competitors or not. So you can do it on attrition. You can do it on if you're looking at performance analysis, if you're looking at designing any product, analytics is everywhere. So I'll tell you in simple terms. So what we do is, as you understand, any business is a transformation hub where input gets converted into output. So what are the inputs? Basically, it's finance, from marketing side, IT, HR. These are all the inputs which goes into the process, transformation process. And output goes to customer, whoever it is. Whether it is internal customer, external customer, it goes to the customer. So if you look at that, process, entire process, analytics is everywhere. Whether you are bringing your, inputs from the supplier, analytics is there. Do supply chain analytics and you understand that. Whether you are actually incorporating, marketing, finance, HR, everywhere analytics there, HR analytics, financial analytics, marketing analytics. So you have it there. Then you are talking about that, process information, where you are actually processing the input into output. In that process, a process analytics everywhere. And then again, finally, the output reaches the customer. Again, it's your, you do customer analytics, you do again frontline supply chain analytics. So analytics is everywhere. In any business you talk about, you have to look it in terms of analytics.
So in short, ma'am, पर मैं सोच रहा हूँ पहले कैसे होता होगा? ये तो अभी नई फील्ड आई है.
No, that's very wrong thing. So I'll tell you, I keep asking my students, when have you started? I'm asking you the same question. When have you started using any AI tool? When?
2 years back.
And you ask me, when did I start?
Yeah.
When I was in class 7. How?
AI?
Yes.
Okay.
I started using my calculator. Anything where human intelligence fails, that's your artificial intelligence. Right? So it was a tool, and it's an AI tool, where AI, in the sense that today's AI is much advanced. You think in terms of robot, in terms of all these machine learning and all those things.
The history of your searches, of
So
other searches.
otherwise, AI, in any artificial, so when calculator, where human intelligence fails, when I give you a big multiplication, you won't be able to multiply, right? You will be using calculator, this one. So it's an artificial aid which facilitates your journey.
Ma'am, तो AI का जो contribution है in the entire journey of things, how analytics is dependent on AI and vice versa?
Well, no. So analytics is the science. AI is the whole, domain knowledge, where artificial intelligence, under that we talk about machine learning, and under that we talk about deep learning, right? And the whole science is analytics. It's driven by analytics. So analytics basically, it's data driven decision making. How do you, so in AI we have lots of data, either in, digital format or in whatever format. It's in image format, it's in text format, it could be in, number format, it could be in any format, right? And then that gives us some output, whatever we ask the machine to give, or whatever is a desired output. If it is a software robot, let's say, bot is a software robot, right? So it's a whatever you ask, so it gives you that output. So that way.
So lots of data fed into a machine which can make decisions for human being is
absolutely AI. So machine learns, we say machine learning. What is machine learning? Machine learns from its experience. And what is that experience? Experience is nothing but data that we feed. So machine learns from its own experience, and that experience is data, and the output is something that we make use of it.
Awesome. Ma'am, so I met a lot of directors from IIMs, IMT Ghaziabad, Exilrai, MBA
Sure.
Gurgaon, IFT, and we were discussing over, कि
Sure.
AI से क्या dangers हैं, to the jobs. Do you think the market is going to shrink in the coming few days?
Absolutely not. Actually, what happens? The
Don't
market
say
is
that
being
because, ma'am, you're going to
no, not at all. Let me.
justify your
No,
salary.
of course not. Of course not. So, market is going to evolve in a different direction. So now, the jobs are not going to be less, but it's going to be more actually.
Yeah?
So yes, because you need to understand, you need to develop the skill sets what market requires. So earlier the skill sets, if it all these manual things what we used to do it, and if I learn it now how to make use of machine means it's just not a robot kind of thing machine I'm talking about. If you just understand how to make use of your algorithm, how to make use of your any kind of data that you are processing, you are done. So it's a different skill sets that the market is in need of, not that market needs now less jobs or rather offers less job.
Understood. तो skill set है. What's your okay, I'll come to the advice part in a bit. Ma'am, I have a very interesting case which I read about AI.
Okay.
And that moved me.
Okay.
And so Target stores in the US. You've been to US. You worked in UK. You've taught students in UK. So US में like Tesco का Target. Yeah. Tesco is, people don't know, Tesco is like your D-Marts of the UK, and Walmart and Targets are your D-Marts of US, right, ma'am? Yeah, in a very big, like 100,000 square feet, all put in one together. So there was a case study. So there was a girl who goes and buys a rug, a blue colored rug, and some vitamins and a calcium, right? And she comes home and she's using it up, and the Target store guys calls up the dad. You know what the case?
That she's carrying.
That she's carrying, that she's pregnant, okay? और वो उसने ब्लू कलर रग खरीदा है और विटामिन्स खरीदे हैं, उसके डैड को फोन आता टारगेट से कि भाई योर गर्ल इज प्रेग्नेंट, एंड डैड इज लाइक व्हाट द हेल, तुम ऐसे कैसे बोल सकते हो भाई, तुम्हें शर्म नहीं है, एंड ही गॉट फ्यूरियस विद देम. आफ्टर 1 week they come to know that girl was actually pregnant.
Yes. So what happened?
Data is the new oil.
Yes, of course, yes. So the thing is, it's the customer behavior that the store analyzes, the customer's purchasing behavior, especially, and then they analyze and they can predict what the customer is up to, kind of thing.
True.
So it's a very famous case.
I remember doing a case on Harrah's Casino. I'm not sure it was a Harvard case. So I went to Vegas to see actually, Harrah's में बहुत सारे casinos हैं Vegas के अंदर, right? तो Harrah's case क्या था? They know their customers so well by their loyalty card.
Okay.
So I did this case 15 years back. Imagine, so analytics was being used. So I went to the casino and they will know everything with the loyalty card. क्या पीते हैं आप? So say for example, it's a 60-year-old lady and she comes and plays slot machine. Slot machine होता है ना, वो ting, 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 ting. It's a slow poison, you never win. But those when you get slightly older, you keep sitting there and you keep playing it. So any 60-plus-year-old lady who comes to casino, she's coming to play slots, and she would love to have a margarita, right, which is a drink. And so imagine you enter Harrah's Casino and say with your name, "Hi Madhumita, how are you doing? So would you like to have a margarita?" It's like,
That's right.
This is so cool. Yeah. और ये 15 साल पुराना केस मैंने पढ़ा था, तो केस तो और पुराना.
So it's called customer profiling.
Yeah.
So they what they do is they keep analyzing their customer data. When we talk about customer data, it's just not how much income you are drawing or which society you come from or which car you are driving in. Not like that. It's entire thing. So it's a holistic analysis of the customer, and we talk about, it's called customer profiling. Analytics does it.
Scary नहीं है थोड़ा ये?
Sorry?
Scary नहीं, थोड़ा job कर रहे हैं?
Of course yes. Of course yes.
गलत
Of course
नहीं
yes.
कर रहे
हाँ, गलत नहीं है, but if you have to be careful, so you should make use of these things for ethical purpose. Ethically you should do it, and for good purpose. If for your business, if you're doing it, it's fine.
मैम मुझे कन्विंस करो कि मैं मार्केटिंग, फाइनेंस, एचआर, जो कि गुड ओल्ड स्पेशलाइजेशन है, इंफॉर्मेशन मैनेजमेंट भी मैंने वो किया हुआ है, वो सब अलग है, ठीक है भाई, वो 5-6 स्पेशलाइजेशन, ओल्ड एज, हार्वर्ड पढ़ा रहा है 100 साल से, आप नए आउट ऑफ द सडन आके एनालिटिक्स बोल रहे हो और सब दुनिया को बोल रहे हो भाई एनालिटिक्स इज द फ्यूचर, यही करो, क्यों भाई?
So the analytics is the future. It's not the future. It's your current. It's your present. right? Okay, so in the in analytics you learn all these skill sets, finance, marketing, and actually if you learn analytics, you will learn how to do your marketing analytics. It's parts of both. It's not separate subjects; they are integrated. When you are doing marketing, you need to understand, other than marketing general skill sets, you need to understand how do you actually do marketing using analytics. We talk about marketing analytics. When you are looking at HR, so you talk about, you do learn all these HR verticals, HR functions that we talk about, but then learn how do you embellish your decision making process using analytics. I'm talking about that. So analytics presence is everywhere. You take any specialization you want, but you cannot get yourself detached from analytics. It's so integrated.
अंडरस्टूड, ये सही बात है. तो इन शॉर्ट मैम जो मार्केटिंग पढ़ रहा है वो सिर्फ मार्केटिंग पढ़ रहा है, और जो एनालिटिक्स पढ़ रहा है वो मार्केटिंग प्लस एनालिटिक्स पढ़ सकता है.
Yes, and जो marketing पढ़ रहा है, even they are learning analytics. They do have analytics course.
तो आप में थोड़ा और ज्यादा है, डीप डाइव एनालिटिक्स है, यू डू मल्टीपल टूल्स, यू डू मोर सेशंस, हाउ इज इट?
So analytics program, when you talk about, we teach the students everything, all algorithm, everything, all analytics concepts, everything we teach. But marketing students, if they are part of marketing as specialization, by and large they learn all the marketing subjects, and on top of that they learn one course at least.
So correct me if I'm wrong. मैंने एनालिटिक्स सीखा,
Okay.
उसके बाद मार्केटिंग भी सीख सकता हूँ, फाइनेंस भी सीख सकता हूँ,
Sure.
एचआर भी सीख सकता हूँ.
Sure, you सीख सकते हो नहीं, मतलब you can
part of the
apply,
course?
you can apply analytics in any
अंडरस्टूड. हाँ, तुमने एक वो साइंस, तुमने एक आर्ट सीख लिया, वो कहीं पे भी आके तुम कर सकते हो.
Absolutely, and analytics program में all these courses are also
फाइनेंस
there.
भी, एचआर भी, सब कुछ है.
Absolutely, it's there.
लवली, नाउ आई गॉट दिस आइडिया. लवली मैम, कितना मैथ्स आना जरूरी है? लोगों का मैथ्स थोड़ा
Well, so
सच्ची बताना
no,
मैम.
Sachi, I'm just telling you the truth. So we would appreciate if someone comes with maths background, stats background, CS background, but we teach from the scratch. I do have a student who came from actually BA in English honors. How do you like it? And he has done very well. Yes.
इंग्लिश ऑनर्स इन
Yes, English honors, BA.
पास हुआ है कि नहीं वो?
What are you saying? He has done very good, and he has joined Wipro.
ओह वाओ.
Yes.
वो जो भी लड़का है था,
नहीं, वो नहीं. He is
दूसरा
still
है.
studying.
Oh wow, this is so cool. But मैम कुछ ही बोले, I would not advise English honors guys to think about this stream अगर मैथ से प्यार नहीं है.
No, the thing is, so it depends. English honors guys also, they develop their logical thinking. So what we need to look at, not what subjects you have learned, what is your thought process, whether you have logical thinking, analytical thinking, how is your communication skills. So all these skill sets are the things what we assess.
That makes sense. So non-engineers, I would advise, if you want to pick up analytics, it's a very good thing because ये चीज और बुढ़ापे में जाके सीखनी नहीं है.
नहीं, actually the thing is, so when we were in school, we used to do maths and we used to solve it. And lot of our scores used to depend on what is whether the result is right or wrong. So here there is no right and no wrong result. The result is given by the computer, so you cannot go wrong if your understanding is correct.
Oh nice.
And then so the results part is taken care by the laptop, computer,
lovely,
right?
lovely.
So you only need to understand how do you apply, and then the result is there.
कोड तो करवाओगे मैम, उससे आप
So
झूठ तो मत बोलो.
yes, no, R and Python we do teach, but from the basics.
Okay, great.
Right
तो R
from-
Python सीखना होगा, बाकी चीज more of understanding. If you can understanding, और मैम चाहे इंग्लिश ऑनर्स हो, चाहे जियोलॉजी मेजर्स हो, या इंजीनियर हो, बाद में जाके तो डिसीजन मेकिंग में आपको डेटा यूज करना ही पड़ेगा.
Absolutely. Then you can't escape from
This is so amazing, ma'am. Any parting thoughts to all great people who are listening to us, ma'am? They're all 20, 21-year-old right now. कुछ लोग 23, 24 वाले हैं, and they want to start their journey of their management. Any parting thoughts to all of these guys?
Yeah, I would say, even if so, whatever journey they do it, even if they are pursuing their career in the area of, let's say, pure PGDM or e-business or any other program, IT, wherever. But analytics, they will realize that they cannot escape from analytics. So even if they are not planning to undergo a dedicated program in analytics, they will have to learn analytics in some manner or the other. There are a lot of courses in analytics, so analytics they will have to learn, because these days industry is looking for multi-skilled person, and that analytics is one of the key skill sets. And one thing, so I would share my experience what the industry guys are looking at. They are looking at the SQL, at least one query language the student should learn, visualization and machine learning. If they can write these three things on their CV, they are done.
डन मतलब तुम्हारी जेपी मॉर्गन लग जाएगी भाई. ये जो बोल दी ना मैम ने, ऐसे एसक्यूएल कर लो, ये हार्डकोर कोडिंग लैंग्वेजेस है, धुएं निकलेंगे आपके, स्पेशली नॉन इंजीनियर्स के?
It's not, SQL is not at all tough. They need half a day to learn SQL, honestly, to understand the fundamentals of SQL. After that, we do have a full credit course. We teach a lot of things, but then fundamentals of SQL can be learned in half a day.
Yeah.
Right?
Then using it, you need half life.
Sure.
I've done IT for 5 years, ma'am. I know that shit. But that's life. यार यही तो accept करना पड़ेगा अभी के.
But it's very interesting. Numbers you play with. You don't have to worry that you have to do calculation.
Alright, boys and girls, with this we're going to close session. Thank you so much for joining in. Do it to the like button for sure. And ma'am, it was pleasure.
Thank you so much. Very
Honor
nice.
to meet you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
ma'am.
Nice interacting with you.
Thank you, ma'am. And boys and girls, do it to the like button. और मुझे comment करके बताइए, what's your thought on analytics? Is it going to be the future right now? Is it going to change? Or anybody who's given or applied to RBA at analytics or any questions? Feel free to type in the comment section. मैं आपके सारे के सारे comments को reply करूँगा. Thank you so much. Take care. Like करना इधर नीचे.